What's up, guys? It's me, Somebody Tell Farfa. I saw what he said in his live stream and I still approve 24. And today I'm here to show you guys a deck profile of my Celtic Guardian deck, which is like a Celtic Guardian / Noble Knights deck, because that is the most requested video you guys wanted to see on the poll that I put up the other day on 3 video ideas that I wanted to put up, and you guys voted on it. I really like that feature, so whenever make sure you click the bell for notification. That way you always when that goes up. So I like that, and that participation, I like that. It was dope. So we're going to talk about it. I'm going to show you guys. Feel free to comment down below your thoughts and suggestions. I'm going to show you guys some duel videos first. Then we're going to get into the deck profile of it so you guys can see how it plays. Then see the actual list. And then I would love for you guys to leave down your comments any type of feedback, because this deck means a lot to me, because Celtic Guardian is my favorite card. And being able to use it within this deck, and it's not, I wouldn't say it's like super competitive. You could go ahead and go up against the top tier 1 decks. No, but this is a very good deck if you want to just play just for fun. If you want to play for fun, you want to play non-competitively, this is a super fun deck. I would love for you guys to try it out. Let me know what you guys think of it. And like I said, if you want to take it to the next level, I'm not the best Noble Knight player, so if you guys know Noble Knights more than me and I'm missing like a key card that can make it run faster, that can make it quicker, make it better at doing what you guys see in this video, please feel free to comment it down below. Let me know if I'm missing something. Let me know if I'm stupid, and we'll get into it. So like the video if you like what you're going to see, and you like the video if you're excited, and then I'm just going to get into the video now. So now we're going to get into the actual deck list. So, I play one vanilla Celtic Guardian just purely off of style. I like it. You can switch it out for Obnoxious Celtic Guardian. You don't have to play him. I just put it in there because that's my favorite card. And if you're a true Celtic Guardian fan, for fun, you throw him in there. And you don't get him negated. You don't have to worry about him getting negated. Then Celtic Guard of Noble Arms. I run 2 of those. It's a very key card, but I try not to run 3 because he can attack if you have him in the hand, but you can keep plussing them off one another, which is actually pretty good. But try not to do 3 because I don't like to get overcrowded. I have Celtic Guardian Gawain. Gawain is also good because Gawain special summons himself. He has 1900 attack points, and he's a Noble Knight card, so he gets the cards equipped to him. Noble Knight Ivan, or Ivane. Ivane or Ivani, whatever you want to call him. Summons a token, easy Isolde if you have him in your hand. Once again, Maraudot summons another card if you equip him with it, and then the card that you get rid of gets equipped to the monster that you just summoned, and then Isolde, easy Isoldes. Noble Knight Boris. Boris helps me go through and possibly search for Celtic Guard or Noble Arms. It puts the equipped cards in the graveyard quicker. Sorts through the deck. Nice play. Obnoxious Celtic Guardian, another one of my favorite cards. I run 2 of them in this deck because it's one of my favorite cards, Celtic Guardian. And also, that effect of can't be destroyed by battle, when you set that card face down in a pinch, people don't see this card coming. They're not prepared for it. There's been a lot of times where I've played this card and it has stalled the fuck out of a duel and helped me draw to get the cards that I needed because he was in this deck. So people never expect him. And the fact that he's just at 14, it helps out with those big monsters. It just gets in the way of certain decks where they have little cards, sometimes with you go up against Trickstars, Candine is 1800. Cards like that can get over him. So you just got to try to be careful with it. Like I said, I run 1 Noble Knights Brothers. I should probably run 2, get rid of Custinian, but I keep him in the deck because he can special summon himself. He can give you an extra normal summon. I like the utility of Custinian, but honestly, Noble Knight Brothers effect of the recycling helps out so much more, because that's the instant go-to card when I summon a Isolde. So I always hate if I draw Brothers. If I draw Brothers, I'm like, fuck, you're supposed to be in the deck, my nigga. I need you in the deck because I can't do anything with you in my hand. You're kind of a waste of a card. So, Summoner Monk gets on the field. He's a dark monster that helps out the mash change play. He can also summon another card, get 2 level 4s out, go straight into Dreadnoid. So that's why he's in that deck. Go into Dreadnoid, destroy a monster that nobody sees coming, then use Dreadnoid's ability, go into Great Magnus. It's a nice effect. People don't see it coming. And Great Magnus is a nice card because his attack points are so high up, people can't get over it. And if you summon him with enough pieces on him, he's unaffected. He can't be targeted by certain cards. So it helps. It really does help. All you need is 4. And it really does help. And most of the cards that you summon can summon other cards. Like I would use summon a monk, summon out Noble Knight of Celtic Arms. Noble Arms. Use his ability, summon out 1 from the hand, and like that's already like 4 cards right there. Boom. You saw some of the plays. Merlin. He's a dark monster. It's another card that can help me get into my mass change to go into Dark Law. Right? I only have it in there just for that one dark, because you never know when you need that Dark Law. Dark Law is just a card that I like. You guys might say I should get rid of it. I'll hear you out. But Dark Law comes in handy a lot sometimes. And it's a quick play. So Merlin, that quick play ability, that graveyard utility. Sometimes you use an effect. Sometimes people pop your cards. You need Merlin. Get them out. Mix your cards up. Go into an XYZ play. And then even if you have that in the graveyard, helps you get into another one, an extra summon without using cards in your hand. So I like that. He's useful kind of anywhere I have him. If I have him in my hand, that's a card to discard for mass change. If I already have a card that I can use mass change on. If he's on the field at any given time, he can summon himself into another Noble Knight card. So it's easy to get a Noble Knight card on the field. If he's in the graveyard, it's useful everywhere. Same kind of goes for the Enchantress of Avalon. I like her for her. She's a dark monster. She's level 3. Don't like that. Same with Merlin. Level 3. I don't like that because it doesn't help me get into my Dreadnought. But it's a dark card. Helps me get into my mass chain play. Also, with Avalon, she has that ability that I can negate damn near anything as a quick effect. All I need is a card, Noble Knight card equipped with the spell card. It's not that hard to do with this deck. It comes in handy whenever it's there, and even if I don't have a chance to use it for that, it's like I said, it's discard fodder for something like a mass change or even the Twin Twisters that I run in the deck. Marauding Captain is a warrior monster. Summon another card. Every other card in this deck really is a warrior. So you're going to summon another warrior. Easy as old. Boom. Easy as old. You get rid of the 4 cards. You summon brothers. You put the cards back in. You draw 1. That's a +1. All because of Marauding Captain. Even if I have him in my hand to begin with, if I don't have him, I only run 1 because if I summon a Zold, the first card I'm searching that I can't play for the rest of the turn is Marauding Captain because he will be my next turn setup. So that's why he's there. He's my next turn setup because he gives me an extra place to get me go into the extra deck to summon whatever I need. So that's why he's in there. Then I run the 2 obvious Ash Blossoms and 2 Effect Veilers. You need Disruptors. You want to play the game, you need Disruptors. Some decks are kind of crazy. You need your Disruptors. Instant Fusion, I only run 1 because, as you see, I run 2 Mass Heroes. I run Dark Law and I run Acid because I have Mud Dragon of the Swamps and I have Raiden. Raiden, like I said before, he switches cards. His quick effect, I like that. And the same kind of goes for Mud Dragon. He can change the cards on the field into whatever attribute you need him to be. So I like that. And they can't target, your opponents can't target this card or monsters with the same attributes as this card. So he helps you kind of get out of certain situations. So Mud Dragon is there just for that part of it because it's like a nice card. And go into a water card, get rid of one of the cards in my hand, summon Acid, pop the whole back row. It's just utility. Great Magnus, because Great Magnus, like I said before, it's a great card. Monster slots. I have monster slots in the deck because it helps you get an extra summon, helps you draw a card, gets rid of it. Most of the time, once the warrior cards get to the graveyard, outside of Divine Sword, I really do not use the monsters in the graveyard. There's no recycling amongst the monsters in the graveyard. And there's obvious cards that I can't get rid of in the graveyard. Like I said, Summon a Monk. If Summon a Monk's in the graveyard, he's getting banished. And it just helps out with certain summons. Raigeki, because I need board wipes. Rhoda, because it's a warrior deck. Heritage of the Chalice. It's a good card. Searches out other cards. If you guys think I need more, let me know. If you feel like watching the duels that you saw, you feel like the deck could use more of it. 2 Twin Twisters, because like I said, you need spell and trap card removal. Mass Chains for utility. Then, what do I have? Noble Knight of Destiny. Warrior monsters don't helps them not be targeted. Helps them not be destroyed. Galadin, he powers them up. Moon Mirror Shield, it is a very good equipped card. It goes back, it recycles itself. If you draw it, it goes back into the deck. So whenever I want to put out a Zod, I don't have to worry about it until I do send it to the graveyard with the Zod. And so it recycles itself. Most of the other spell cards, equipped cards that I have in this deck are purely because they almost recycle themselves. Same thing with Divine Sword. It's in the graveyard. I need something to discard for Twin Twister. Guess what? Divine Sword can pop itself right back in my hand. I like that. You need that sometimes. With this deck, especially with the Mass Change and the Twin Twisters. You need that type of... You need that. And it gives a monster a quick boost if you need that too, to run over something. Clarent. Clarent is there because it is just a card. If you guys feel like there's another Noble Knight card, this is the one I'm willing to replace. Clarent, just pay 500 to get a quick attack directly. You know, sometimes you get a lot of clean damage off that first turn and you have a lot of time getting back to your opponent's life points. So Clarent is there to help me get to that. What I say? Excalibur is there because of obvious. Send it to the graveyard. You use its ability. You get into an extra XYZ summon. I like that utility of it, and it's a card I can always send straight to the graveyard. I can count on it. If I draw it, I'm kind of upset, but whatever. What is this? Arfeuder. I like that card because it pops face down cards. Like I said, you need spell and trap card destruction these days. Gotta have that. Cyber Infinite Impermanence is because Infinite Impermanence is obvious. And then, like I said, Drowning Mirror Force and Blazing Mirror Force. These two cards are two cards people don't see coming. Blazing Mirror Force, like I said, get that extra bit of damage, knock people out. People like paying half their life points for certain effects. Destrudo, get them out of there. Drowning Mirror Force is when I have nothing left. You think you're about to wipe me out with all your Link monsters and extra deck cards. No thank you, sir. Send all those back. I want to return these. Get them out of here. Going into the extra deck, like I said, Acid, utility. Mass, Dark Lord, utility. All these cards are utility. Great Magnus, I went into that. I have two Noble Knight King Artorigus, whatever his name is, because it's just a good card. He recycles the ones in the graveyard. He can pop a card, and when he's destroyed, summons another card. You get a lot out of it. A lot of bang for your buck. Dreadnought's the main one, but I only want to play one because I only want to go into one Great Magnus. I'm not doing that Great Magnus play a bunch of times. If you got to do that a bunch of times in one duel, you probably suck. You shouldn't only need to do it once. If you're using it right, only really need to do it once. Who is this? The other arthritis of the Noble Knights. What does he destroy? Spell and trap cards up to the cards. Spell and trap card destruction, guys, and when he's popped, he gets other cards. And card removal is Sacred Noble Knight of the King Custinian because he moves cards back up. Get rid of them. Board wipes. I need that. Helps me out. Really does get rid of those. People need to stop texting me while I'm filming. Ball Sword, because Ball Sword is strong as hell. Added in Sarah Yugioh when Summon Sorcerers got taken out of the game. Added in Sarah Yugioh because one is fair. You're running more than one, you're a crazy person, and I probably don't like you. But one Sarah Yugioh is fair enough. Then we have Arcana Knight Extra Joker because I just went crazy with the Warrior cards. This card doesn't even really need to be there. I can honestly take that out and add in Link Farikis, whatever the fuck he's called. That'd probably be a better suit for the deck because I never summon this. There's room in here. Then two Zodes, because two Zodes, you need three. Not really. I assume they're going to hit a Zode eventually. I don't want to get too attached to it. And the Zode is super quick, super easy to summon. And like I said, if I really need to, I recycle it with Noble Knights Brothers. Easy play. All the cards in the side deck are not that important because these are just cards I messed around with ideas in my head and I just left them there because I'm lazy. Started off, swapped places out, swap it. Going up against bitch ass fucking Trick Stars. I hate Trick Stars. Turn the volume down because that's annoying. So, yeah, going up against Trick Stars, one of my most hated decks. They go ahead and do a lot of stuff that they always wanted to do, and then, you know, Ash Blossom, you gotta have disruptors in the deck, and I just want you guys to see the play style of it, because no deck is a deck without like certain key, you know, those basic cards that you need. And yeah, basically I threw Raiden in the deck because, you know, just with Instant Fusion it's just an extra summon, and with Raiden that's just a quick effect. I can turn a card face down, so certain key cards, like, it's like, it may not be able to negate, but it can definitely stop an effect here or there, or it could possibly negate an effect if you chain it properly because it is a quick effect. So that's why I put that in there. The reason why I summoned Borrow Sword is because Borrow Sword has a lot of attack points. It can, you know, can't be destroyed by battle, and most of the cards in Trick Stars, I'm like, alright, none of y'all are going to get stronger than this. I know if you summon a really strong monster that kind of puts it into like any extra damage, You may not be able to like take control of the field, but if you're summoning a strong enough monster, that can help you kind of get field advantage. So, summons out his cards, he weakens my monster, and just all the different things that I could do. And mind you, yes, Summon Sorceress was in here because this was before the ban list, and Summon Sorceress is like an extra play towards it. But you know, it doesn't matter because you can still need more monsters. Summon Sorceress doesn't really help out with that. He ended up quitting, and that's how that one happened. Swap this one out. So yeah, like when I said, we don't just play non-competitively, go up against just fun decks. You go up against something like Ancient Gears. Now, I named the title on the one was Comeback King, or the Comeback Kid or whatever, because of I get put in a very, very sticky situation in this deck. I always zoned into Noble Knight Brothers for the easy recycle. And then I summon Sorceress. Like I said, we know it's not in the game anymore, but you can just go into a different rank 3 if you want to. It's kind of not that hard of a replacement. Tax my card. Ooh, he knocks me down low. I draw. I don't have much. Did I get the... No, oh, infinite permanence. Yeah, I have to have cards like that within the deck. Helps you out there. And then, yeah, like I said, because I only have one Brothers in the deck, even though Brothers help some his other ones. And I went into, who is this? Yes, Dreadnought. 100 life points left. Look how I finessed this move. Ooh, thought it all the way through before I played it. Summons, haha, get rid of that card. So no, I can't kill it by battle, so why not just send it back to the field? And I use the ability to send that, I always send that Excalibur. I always send that away, just so that way I can keep it in the graveyard to go to a bigger rank up play. So that was like a really nice way of taking back control of the field, and that's exactly why I have that card in that deck, because that's when you have advantage and somebody wants to start talking shit, you stop it right there. You don't need that type of negativity in your life. Alright, now this is a more recent duel. This was from earlier today, and this is going up against the new Evil Eye cards that came out in Dark Neostorm. This was my first time going up against this deck, so I was very cautious. It's one of those, whenever I go up against a deck for the first time, I'm always like, I'm not trying to win, I'm trying to stretch the duel out for as long as it can, because I want to see all of what this deck is possible of doing. I want to, because that's just the type of person I am. I always want to see what a deck can do. So, like, if you're not going to do it all in your first turn, I see you going slow, I'm going to go a little slow. I'm not going to try to overpower you. And then once I read the effect of like, oh, you can't destroy it by card effect and by battle, now it can't be targeted, I'm like, what the fuck kind of card is this? Like, what the hell kind of deck is going on here? And now that I realize that it's just basically a deck that rolls on one monster with one equipped spell card, and then everything else is hand traps and trap cards to try to defend it and block everything off, that's when I was like, oh man, this deck's annoying. It's not like I hate it annoying, but just like, oh my god, if I go up against somebody like this again, these are reasons why I feel like decks like cards like Twin Twister and Spell Destruction type cards are extremely important in this format. Like, I feel like those cards are going to be making a comeback. You're going to see a lot more Twin Twisters. You're going to see the Galaxy Cyclones maybe. You might see other cards that help destroy spell or trap cards. Because between field spell cards, you like Mystic Mine out. You have cards, these decks now, like with the Endominions, with the Pendulum Magicians, like those, they take up the spell and trap card zone. Their engine kind of evolves between the spell and trap card zone. So if you are able to get rid of multiple cards in the spell and trap card zone, that might help out in these formats. Even though decks like Dangers and Thunder Dragons and even Orcrux use a little bit of it, you can help get rid of those cards. I feel like those would really help take advantage of it. And this duel just goes on. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this duel drags. I was gonna summon the one to go into the other one, but like I said, I was just stretching out. I didn't know. I knew he had Solemn Strike face down. And then once I kept blocking his effects off, he just quit the game. Now, the last duel. And I get to go first, because normally when I use this deck, I like to go second. So, with this deck, I go first, just to show what I can possibly do going first. And I believe I still had Summon Sorceress at the time of making this with time of this duel, I believe I still had Summon Sorcerer, was still legal. But I just didn't summon it because I like keeping Noble Knights Brothers on the field, because Noble Knight Brothers is like, I should probably put 2 in this deck, but it's just like I don't know who to take out. Like I would probably end up taking out Noble Knight Custinian, but some of the cards, like, you need ones with different names of it. So I might switch him out for another one, but I like his ability of just like an extra summon. And then just that first turn Marauder. But like I said before, I'm not entirely familiar with all of the Noble Knights and what they're really good at doing. It was like I saw something with the Celtic Guardians and the Celtic Guard of Noble Arms, and Noble Knights cards work with them, get those extra summons out. I learned a little bit of the knowledge that I knew about Noble Knights, and then I just kind of constructed this deck together. So, like I said, spell and trap card destructions. Cards like Mass Change, you'll understand why that's in there. There's just certain key cards like Mass Change, Blazing Mirror Force. You need those cards nowadays. Like, you shouldn't have trap cards to fill up your deck, but you should have 3 to 5 trap cards in your deck just in case. Alright guys, that's the deck. Those were the duels. Now you guys see what's going on in my mind and what I'm thinking of. So please feel free to comment down below any suggestions, all your thoughts that you have on this deck, any cards that you would recommend for me improving it. If you think we could take this deck to the next level, I really want to see it. You guys helped me out the first time I ever asked for advice, so I really do appreciate that. I'll be in the comments reading everything and commenting back and forth. If you like the deck and you like what you saw, don't forget to click that like button. If you're new to the channel, please click that subscribe button. If you're old to the channel, click that bell for notification. That way you're always updated when we upload a video to the channel and when we upload posts whenever I want to do a poll, or when we get ready to do a questions and answers video that I'm going to be doing with Kisame, that we might do with Kisame the next time we film. So you always want to be on the lookout so your voice is always heard on the channel. Guys, podcasts, all that other stuff, in the description. Shirt, I have a stand-up show in New York, If the 11, New York Poets Cafe, May 11th, 8 p.m. Be there if you're in the New York area. Watch me do stand-up comedy. Really appreciate to see you guys there. Appreciate everybody who was at the LA show. Super duper appreciate it. Shout out to Far for one last time. Saw what you said. It's mad funny. It was mad funny. Enjoy your channel. Always watch everybody's going on in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. Just gotta say that I support you more while I'm here. So I support it. So if you watch him, even if you don't watch him, go to Farfa's channel and say Spidey sent you. So, guys, I feel like I have talked for fucking 20 minutes and I haven't had a sip of water. This has been a Saturday video. I'll see you on Tuesday where I talk about, most likely, the Mystic Mind shit. See you then.